Up until now, technological change has been largely adaptive, and when the rifle was cheaper and more effective than the musket was replaced. But this is not going to be the case with artificial intelligence. It's not that artificial intelligence itself is going to replace something that exists now. It's that it will change everything. What it will change and how it will change it are not obvious. It's easy to get caught up in the hype and imagine that artificial intelligence will change everything for the better. And since we do not really know what will happen, we need to start thinking about this now. There is a subtle process that has been happening under our noses for quite some time. Artificial intelligence has been slowly becoming an integral part of our lives. It's not just that we use it, it's also starting to use us. Consider your mobile phone. It's not only a tool to communicate, it also predicts what you want to write, how you want to write it, and who you want to send it to. It extends your ability to communicate. It anticipates your needs before you're even aware of them. Your smartphone doesn't just amplify your voice, it becomes a part of your voice. Or consider self-driving cars. A self-driving car is not just a vehicle that transports you from point A to point B. It's an extension of your ability to navigate. It allows you to do more than you could ever do on your own. And yet we rarely think of ourselves as cyborgs. We still see ourselves as people and the smartphone as a thing. What's happening is that artificial intelligence is interfacing with reality in ways that we cannot match. It is processing information that we cannot process. It is seeing the world in a way that we are incapable of seeing it. And in doing so, it is accessing different modes of thinking. The difference is most obvious in areas where humans excel. When IBM's Deep Blue beat Garry Kasparov in 1997, many thought it was a fluke. After all, chess is more than just a game. It's an art form. It requires intuition and creativity. Yet the machine had somehow mastered it. But since then, machines have learned more than humans ever could. In 2016, Google's AlphaGo program defeated a human champion at Go, a game considered to be much more complex than chess. And in 2017, AlphaZero, a program with no human help, figured out optimal chess tactics, Go moves, and even found novel ways to play the game. But chess and Go are trivial compared to the real world. Here is another example: medicine. In 2018, scientists at Google DeepMind created a program called Halcyon that discovered new antibiotics. Like AlphaZero, Halcyon learns from data, builds general rules, tests those rules, and finds exceptions. It uses these insights to make new predictions in less than 6 hours. So let's face it, we are not replacing horses, we are replacing ourselves. All these examples show that artificial intelligence is more than just a tool. It is a partner. It sees the world in a different way than we do, and can therefore do things that we cannot do. This raises a question. What will a world look like where humans and artificial intelligence work together? To answer that question, we have to ask another. What will our collaboration with artificial intelligence be like? Imagine two leaders sitting down to decide their country's future. One is a human leader who thinks in terms of the good of the country, economic growth, social stability, national security. The other is an artificial intelligence tasked with making the country as happy as possible. The AI measures happiness through surveys, economic indicators, social media posts, and news articles. Who is right? Whose vision is best? Can they agree? There is no obvious answer. The human leader may value freedom over happiness, while the AI may value happiness over freedom. Which is better? How can they decide? They would have to build a shared understanding of the world based on both human and artificial intelligence perspectives. They would have to find a way to collaborate effectively and make decisions together. This is not a far-fetched scenario. Decisions like this are already being made in many countries around the world. Design messages and target policies. In some cases, they have given AI complete control over these decisions. In China, for example, the government has developed a sophisticated system that tracks and controls the flow of information on the internet. Similarly, in India, the government has developed a program that monitors social media for fake news. In America, the government has been exploring ways to use artificial intelligence to predict and prevent terrorist attacks. The key takeaway here is that the era of artificial intelligence is not just a technological transition, it is a philosophical one. It is a transition from a human-centered world to a world that includes artificial intelligence. And the biggest challenge of this transition is not technical, it is philosophical. We have to find a way to make sense of a world that includes artificial intelligence. We have to find a way to understand and experience reality in a way that includes artificial intelligence. For example, Google's Street View program allows us to see any street in the world as if we were actually there. Facebook's Oculus program allows us to experience virtual reality that is more real than reality. These programs have changed the way we experience the world. They have allowed us to see places and people that we would never be able to see otherwise. They have allowed us to interact with people and places that are thousands of miles away. But these programs are just the beginning. As artificial intelligence becomes more sophisticated, we will be able to experience reality in ways that we can only dream of today. For example, we will be able to experience the world through the eyes of a bird, a fish, or even an insect. We will be able to explore the universe in ways that we never could before. We will be able to interact with people and places that are light years away. In short, artificial intelligence will allow us to experience reality in ways that we never thought possible. The question is, how will we experience this experience? Will it be positive or negative? Will it bring us closer together or push us apart? Will it make us happier or sadder? There are no easy answers to these questions. The impact of artificial intelligence on our experience of reality will depend on how we choose to use it. But one thing is certain: artificial intelligence will change our experience of reality forever. So what should we do? Should we embrace artificial intelligence or reject it? We should not reject artificial intelligence. We should not fear it. We should understand it. We should learn to work with it. After all, it is a part of our world now, and it is here to stay. The only way to make sense of this world is to understand it, to appreciate its complexity. For example, we should try to understand how artificial intelligence works, what it is capable of, and what it is not capable of. We should also try to understand the implications of artificial intelligence for our lives, for our society, and for our world. Finally, we should try to understand the ethical issues raised by artificial intelligence, such as privacy, security, and accountability. We live in a complex world, and the only way to navigate that world is to understand complexity. We have to learn to think like machines, because if we don't, they will think for us. And if they think for us, we will lose our humanity. This is a big topic. We've barely scratched the surface. What do you think? How will artificial intelligence change our relationship with reality? Let us know in the comments below.